Hello everyone, in this video I will cover how to sign into Teams and set your Microsoft account on your laptop or desktop. I'll be using a faculty's account here and I'll be using the Chrome browser to sign in. So you must have received your ID and password through your respective HODs. So all you have to do is to log in to office.com. As soon as you go to office.com, you will get here at the top right corner an option to sign in. So click on the sign in. Then this page will load up. Here you have to completely type the full ID that you have been given. So here I am using one of my colleagues' mail IDs to sign in for the first time. So I will sign in and set this account up along with the mobile. So the complete mail ID, this is the user ID at the rate this is the user ID, and here we have the ID registered to the college, and finally on Microsoft and .com. This complete mail ID has to be typed in. Then you have to click next. Then the initial password was also provided to you. You have to sign in according to that. So this initial password that was provided, you have to put in here. Then click on sign in button. Okay, once you feed the new password 2 times correctly, if they are matching, you will get this window over here. So Microsoft wants your account to be secure, and hence there is a 2-step process that you need to set up through your mobile. So for this, you can skip this process for now, but every time you sign in, it will continuously ask you for this. So at least once you have to set this account up. So to set it up, you have to type on next. Now here, there should have been another option for SMS, but I think they didn't go with the SMS. So there is only an option for mobile app. So you have 2 options under that again. Receive notification means you will just receive a notification on the mobile, and which if you approve, you will automatically sign in. Or you can use a code instead, which you have to feed from the mobile app that you obtain. So you have to choose one of the options and click on setup. Once you click on the setup, you will get this barcode, which you have to scan through your mobile. Now I will explain on mobile how to install the app that is necessary and scan this barcode. Next, you have to pick up your mobile and go to the App Store, and you have to download this software called Microsoft Authenticator. If it is not visible directly, you may have to search for it and choose it. Then you have to install it. Wait for some time till it gets installed. Once it is installed, you have to open the app. So it may take some more time to install depending on your network. Please wait till it gets installed. Okay, once it is installed, you can open it directly from here, or you can go to your mobile software, and at the end an icon will be added for the authenticator. You can open it from here. So when it opens, it will ask you, okay, and you have to tap on scan QR code. And with this, you have to scan the code that was visible on your screen. Once the code is scanned, okay, as soon as you scan the code, your account will be added here on the mobile, which you can see here at the top. By tapping on it, you can go inside and see the one-time passwords that you can feed it while signing into the computer. Okay, so now back on the computer, you have to tap on next button. Now what will happen is you will receive on your mobile a notification, and that notification will ask you to approve whether you want to sign in to the account. Now this will only be visible when you open the Authenticator app. So if the Authenticator app is not open, or if you don't have internet connection to your mobile, it won't be visible. So as soon as you click on the next button on your desktop, you will get a notification here like this, and this notification will appear only when the app is open. You just have to click tap on approve on your mobile, and then on the system it will sign into your account. So when you tap on approve button on your mobile, on your system, this is what will show up. Verification is successful, and you're being taken to the next step. Just tap on this done button. It will ask you whether you want to remain signed in. So this is so that you can avoid signing in and avoiding typing so big an ID every time you want to sign in. So if it's your own device, then you can just remain signed in. You can tap on yes. And if you are temporarily using some other device like on internet cafe or your friend, then please tap on no. So I'll just go with yes for now. Okay, so now that you are inside your Microsoft Office account, you'll be shown all the apps that have been set up by the administrator. If you are not seeing any of the apps over here, that means you have not been given proper licensing by the administrator, and you can contact your concerned faculty or the head of the department to make sure you get all the IDs. So to open the Teams, you just have to click on all the apps and scroll down till you get option for Teams. Click on here, and your Teams account will open. Alternately, you can just directly go to teams.microsoft.com. If you type teams.microsoft.com and press enter, that will also do the same process. But first of all, you should be already signed into your Office account to be able to directly open the Teams account. So this is the option which will show up after you sign in. You can either go to the Windows app if you have it installed, or you can just use the web instead. So I'll just go with the web instead. So as soon as I sign in, you can see all the teams which this particular ID is a part of. They will load up on the left, and the general posts will appear in the middle. Okay, for the first time when you sign in, you will be shown a kind of tour or something which will explain what are the different parts. Okay, it is over in one step. So all the teams for which this particular ID is a part, my colleague is a part of 3 teams which he has been added to. And by opening each of the teams, he can see what are the different posts, files, and any other app that has been added, he will be able to see it. So for now, I'll just go to the Let's Learn MS Teams team. So the name of the team itself is Let's Learn MS Teams, and this team I have created and added all the faculties to this team as students, so that one person, when he is becoming perfect, can post other things here, and the other faculties can learn accordingly from this. So short videos will be recorded based on what particular thing we want to talk about, and they'll be shared here. And all the faculties can go through those videos and learn. If they have any doubts about that, even after watching this video, they can post their comments over here, and we can accordingly go ahead and see whether we are able to resolve them. Thank you.